All right, let's do it. Hey, y'all. So, welcome back to another episode of For the Love or 4TL of Wrestling. It's your
Episode
boy,
3.
Flex Washington. I said episode 4, episode 3. We are going to cut that out on post. It's okay. Episode 3 of 4TL Wrestling. This your boy, Flex Washington.
And this your boy, the shooting star. Blessed to
gotta
be here
love it.
another day.
Yes,
And
sir.
blessed to do another episode with you.
Let's do this, bro. And I'm excited about this episode because this one is the one that we've been waiting for because myself, Shooting Star, we are going to be going to Great American Bash. We're also going to be going to Saturday Night Main Event. But we're also going to be going to Evolution 2. So we are excited. We're going to have some stuff for y'all, as you can see right there. Got the stuff on there right there. So we're going to make it do what it do, and that's all that we can do. So, Mr. Shooting Star.
Yes, sir.
You seen Raw. You seen SmackDown last week.
Yep.
You seen NXT yesterday.
Yep.
Just quick reactions to what storylines or what popped out to you. I'm going to give you that floor to talk about it.
Storylines. What storyline?
My bad. I'm talking about TKO. I'm supposed to be talking about the actual quick put things together. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
All right. Lyra, Becky, Bailey. Might be the longest active story. Might be the most intriguing story. We've actually spoken about where this should be on the card for Evolution 2. I'm fully invested in this story more than anything else. Everything else kind of feels like they're still in their infancy stages, but I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Now, we still don't have a full card for Saturday night's main event, so we still got this Friday to, I guess, shed some light on that. Just from some of the things that I saw, man, is it just me? Because I know it's not. But don't you want to see Seth and Penta run it back?
Yes. as the great Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson now says, yes.
It was such a... First of all, when they announced that match, I was excited for it. When I watched it, I was like, oh man. And it still feels like, because it was a Monday Night Raw, kind of felt like it was more like a feeler. You know, I don't think that they've really wrestled before. So, you know, if they end up wrestling, I don't know about a whole program, but if they end up having more matches, that'll be something that I would be very, very invested in, just for the in-ring aspect. So that definitely stands out to me. Listen, I feel like we could say this every single week. The SmackDown tag team titles, sure, even though there's not one definitive story, it's like everyone versus the White Six, but at the same time, everyone wants the tag titles. Man, like, I don't see a world where they just don't cook with whichever matchup they choose, because all of these tag teams have a defined personality. They have something about them that no matter what the matchup is, you know it's going to be, as they used to say, free TV.
Mm-hmm.
So that really stands out. I really wanted... I watched the last episode, as I do with, you know, the few that we've done.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to start off with the negativity. I wanted to come out with the things that I enjoyed. But as you have mentioned, the 4TL is in ATL and we are live this weekend. I am looking at everything that could tie into what we're going to see in person. Boy, I love me some Trish Stratus. A lot.
Who doesn't?
But I did not watch SmackDown. I did not watch their segment and get excited for this match. Now, I know that a lot of people might want to crown Tiffany,
Tiffy time.
as the modern day Trish, which I don't think so. And some people have deemed this a dream match. Not necessarily for me personally, but Trish didn't say enough to get me invested in the match. Now, sure, we have, SmackDown in Nashville this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a more proper last minute promo between the two. But the fact that we don't have that much time to let this build, it's kind of disappointing. I think every single program should be built in a way where, as a fan, you say to yourself, like, you know what? I could kind of see a world where the other superstar wins the match. And I know we'll get into predictions later, but the build for that, the build for almost everything, and there's still matches that have not yet been announced. We'll get into that. I want to give you a chance to speak because I have something written down, but I want to let you get some things off your chest first.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll start with last Friday on SmackDown. Adding Andrade and adding the team of Andrade with Rey Fenix. Like you were saying before about the tag team division of SmackDown, they have now added another tag team in this now convoluted tag team division. To which, where I have a prediction of that match will be added on, where it will be Andrade and Rey Fenix versus the current SmackDown tag team champions, the Street Profits. I think that match is probably going to happen more so now because they don't have a tag team match on Saturday Night Main Event. Yeah. And they probably need one somehow, some way.
Please.
We'll see. We would love to see it.
They're amazing in the ring, bro.
And we would love to see them have time too.
Yes.
Now, will they? I mean, look, they might have time because we're going to be there, but the viewers might say, "Oh, that match was corny," because I've seen 17 commercials during that match.
Oh,
we will not have that indignity about seeing commercials because we are going to be there live. So that's probably my biggest takeaway from SmackDown. We also do think that we are going to have a bloodline insurrection of sorts, where I do think that Tama Tonga, the last of the Tongans to join, is not going to join his brothers. And he's going to side with the werewolf. But also what's going to happen is he has to make up with Jimmy because he's the one that took out Jimmy initially. So I do want to see how they work in that storyline of Jacob immediately bringing him in because that's his boy and they came in together. But Jimmy being like, I don't trust you. You are the one that took me out in the first place. You're the one that maybe caused a dissension with me and my brother. We're not going to talk more about that, but we'll see. We'll definitely see about that. As far as Raw, I think that, and usually I'm going to say you're not going to like this, but I'm going to say the opposite. And it said, you actually love this. The Kabuki Warriors live on Sunday. You get to see your favorite wrestler, Kana / Asuka in the WWE. This is the first time you've seen her ever?
I think so.
Wow, this is a momentous event then. I'm going
to really do
right in on Sunday then.
But are you ready for Asuka?
I am always ready for Asuka. Yeah. And I'm ready for Kairi Sane.
So am I.
The true Kairi.
The true Kairi. That's funny.
Because she be crossing fools over with the insane elbow. So I'm glad that they did add them in there. That four-way, which we will talk about later, is going to cook as well. It's now a new cooking, new recipe to this now Evolution gumbo.
Right.
And honestly, NXT, in my opinion, did the best job at making you hype for not only Great American Bash, because Great American Bash has now, in my opinion, 3 good matches. Matches that I can see 3 of these matches doing really well. But they also did a great job at forwarding Evolution with bringing in main roster talent and then announcing their own talent. And you also want like this, they brought back La Primera for one night only. That was a great moment.
Stephanie.
He's getting ready for that. He's definitely getting ready for that on Saturday and Sunday. So it is going to be a very, very fun weekend. And I am like literally counting down the days for it to happen. So I'm excited. I'm truly ready. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff, even on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to be live streaming. We're going to be outside getting everything. Look, we just going to be outside. The 4TL is outside, and it's the 4TL weekend. So we're going to be having a ball, and I cannot wait for that.
Yeah. Just a few quick things that I wrote down, but I didn't say. I'm really hyped for Goldberg and Gunther.
That makes one of us.
From watching Raw, I don't feel like the Brawns are on the same level. Braun Breaker seems to be above Bronson Reed, even in terms of destructibility, which is bad. Karrion Kross is over, man. Yo.
We know.
And the last thing, congrats are in order for Carmelo Hayes and Kalani Jordan.
Welcome to the Merry Club. Black Love, Merry Club. We in here. Because me and my man, the Shooting Stars, in that club. So welcome Carmelo to that club, good sir.
So definitely congrats to them. And beautiful couple. You know, hope they're happy. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing, as we both know.
You just reminded me. We also got to give congratulations to Trick Williams and Lash Legend.
They got a crib.
Got a new look. Home ownership. I love it. We in here. I'm telling you. Marriage, home ownership, we are building the brand. Like, it is going on. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it's bro, we've been talking about this literally since Sunday. We were like, okay, it's officially 4TL week, and we got to the day where it's like now we're doing our podcast, so it's an exciting time. And you know, I just think that it's important to really understand the power of where we're going to be at. You know, Evolution 1 was in New York, and it was such a momentous event. You know, Saturday Night Main Event, we've only seen them on television, and the fact that they're having it here, and honestly, even though I said that I am not super excited for Goldberg versus Gunther, one, because we have a side bet with that, but we'll talk about that at a different time. It doesn't matter. I just think that, you know, I have to understand that this is Goldberg's probably last match.
Right.
So it's like you're watching a retirement match. Like, you don't really get that. And especially a retirement match of a man with such stature in the biggest rival that WWE has had up to date.
Right.
You know, even AEW to an extent, they're clawing at WWE, but there's no Wednesday Night Wars, Tuesday Night War. There's no war going on.
No.
It's really the Cold War. It's just a bunch of back and forth here and there, but there hasn't been no first shot thrown or first shot, shot and whatnot. So Goldberg ending it off, and he won his first championship. You know what? I'm starting to see, and I'm starting to be a little more kind to the fact that this is going to be a great moment. The match is going to suck. In my opinion, the match is going to completely suck. But the moment is going to probably overtake the match, and just the aura of the two wrestlers, their entrances, it will probably overshadow the match itself, which will be at most probably 5 to 6 minutes. You have a thought? Go ahead.
No, I agree with you. The moment is gonna be special. I mean, I really expect them to go all out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see, I want to see Goldberg getting into the building. I want to see, honestly, it would be kind of. I know there's not a lot of people from his previous runs, but like, it would be cool to see DDP speak to Goldberg backstage. It would be cool to see Booker T speak to Goldberg backstage. Like, bring back some of the people from different parts of his career and kind of like give him their flowers before he goes out. Of course, they could also do that post-match.
Right.
Because I feel like they're going to have to give him the mic. Regardless of how it ends. It would be funny, though, if he does win and he vacates the title and says, I actually am retiring. But the entrance, like, man, like it's really. So when I've had conversations about entrances that I've always wanted to see, I've typically named entrances at that time that were still kind of possible. And I didn't think it was possible with Goldberg because, opposed to someone like CM Punk or Edge, it just never seemed like he was coming back. Like, I feel like every Rumble, they're like, oh yeah, Edge is coming back. or the fans just continue chanting CM Punk's name. But Goldberg, it was like, I really don't think so. I really think he's done. So the fact that now one of my favorite entrances ever with the music and the man is still in phenomenal shape, bro.
Yeah, he is.
I can't wait to see that. The thing is, at this point, like, you can't be disappointed with a Goldberg match because that means that you went in with the wrong expectation.
Agreed.
But I do think that it's going to be closer to 10 minutes than 5 minutes.
Really?
I do. So I'm kind of speaking from how I would want things to go. But the reason I say that is also because if this is my last match, I'm not trying to be in there for 2 minutes and then I'm going to give, a speech post-match that's longer than the match itself. It's one of those, I want to savor the moment. Like, I'm touching the ropes. I'm like stomping my foot. I'm like, it's the, man, maybe I took all of this for granted. I'm experiencing all of this. I'm going up the steps the last final time. And even the match itself, like, I know that if you're talking about Goldberg winning, it has to be as fast as possible. But if you kind of do a throwback Goldberg WCW match, the other wrestler kind of gets their stuff in and Goldberg kind of just eats it. But I'm also thinking about, like, he had a 10 or so minute match with Bobby Lashley.
Okay.
Which also, funny enough, involved disrespecting his family.
Yeah, it did.
So, I don't know. I want to say that because it's his last match, it just lasts a little bit longer. But we're not betting on the duration of the match.
Betting on moves.
I'm not trying to do that. 2 bets is a lot.
No, I mean, honestly, I think that you are right. Like, obviously, he wants to have the match be long. My question is, can his body hold up? And I pray that his body will hold up and that he and Gunther get out that match unscathed with no injuries. Because golly, we have been going through injury bugs. A whole PLE had to change because unfortunately Liv Morgan got injured, and we are hoping and praying for a quick recovery. Less than what Finn is saying, not 8 months. We're hoping for a 4-month recovery, at least, at most 4 months. But I just, like I said, I hope his body holds up, and I do hope that, the match. I would love to be wrong. Tell me wrong. Give me a Goldberg, a better Goldberg match. Give me the match where I'm like, damn, Goldberg went out. Like, if he wins, he wins, and we have a new thing to worry about. But if he unfortunately loses, I want him to be like, to go off on his shield, like, just understand that, like, he just went out and gave the fans the show that they deserve. Now, people online are going to just be like, it's Goldberg, we don't care. Understood.
Right.
But I just think that that's from a fandom of being on the couch versus if you're in the building. I don't think anybody is going to necessarily not feel that moment. I think the moment is going to overtake the wrestling fans in the sense of, damn, we're really here. Like, this is a moment. We can talk about this forever. We were there when we seen Goldberg retire. We were there to see this man who was the face of a company retire. We didn't get to see Sting retire. We didn't get to see Booker T. Even, I don't know if he retired or not. He still does things, but in ring wise, he has his own ROW. But we didn't get to see Booker T. retire. Didn't get to see DDP retire. Didn't get to see Scott Steiner retire. We're getting to see Goldberg retire, though.
Kurt Angle too.
Kurt Angle, like.
I mean, first of all, it's special that they even get to have a retirement match and they're not forced into retirement.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Triple H would have had a retirement tour, if not a definite retirement match.
Yeah.
And you see what happened to him. So for him to be almost 60 and still able to call his own shots,
kudos.
I mean, you don't that's rare, bro. That's rare. And it's a blessing too. And to do it in your home state, wild.
Where you played football at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a full circle moment.
Yep. So it's like, it's a really homecoming.
That's right.
So like I said, I've been kind of, while we've been talking, I've been kind of like, okay, you know what? I'm ready for the Goldberg and Gunther match. Oh, yes. I'm ready for it. You know what I'm also ready for? I'm ready for the freestyle questions. So this is a new thing that we have just made up. Shooting Star made up. He was just like, hey, can we just add each other questions and get our answers on just questions we hadn't even talked about? So these questions have not been shared at all. These are just questions that him and I are going to ask each other, and we're going to get our honest answers to it. So I feel like you should go first because this is your segment. I feel like you should be honest and go first.
All right, fair enough. Yes. Do you want to go one after each other?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. All right. So the first question. So I'm going to name 5 male WWE superstars.
Oh, gosh.
Whom of the 5 do you believe will win a world title the soonest?
Who? Okay, I'm ready.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
Randy Orton. CM Punk. Drew McIntyre. Sami Zayn.
I would honestly say, so you got LA Knight, Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Randy Orton. You're not going to like what I'm about to say. I'm going to go with Sami Zayn.
Wow.
The reason why I'm going with Sami Zayn, and I'll make it so quick for you. On Raw, he got destroyed. He's out indefinitely. We talked about this in the first episode, I believe. Actually, no, it wasn't the first episode. It was the pre-episode before our first episode, where it was 3 hours and 45 minutes.
We were just fantasy booking for all day. Okay.
I think that, and I'm hoping and praying that this is going to happen. Sami Zayn now has the now ammo to turn heel because now the crowd has on 2 different occasions called actually all the times he went against Braun Breaker, even now Karrion Kross, they have called for Sami to get demolished. Remember what Karrion Kross said? Why are you going with the fans? Why are you trying to parade around like you are the savior to the fans? I know the true devil in you. Sami Zayn has to do the most devilish thing. When Jey Uso wins that title back, which I'm assuming is going to be at SummerSlam.
Interesting.
Sami Zayn comes out, celebrates with him like we're all good, and yeet. No yeet. He pulls the trigger, which he should have done the day after WrestleMania. He pulls the trigger this time. The heel turn has now begun. Sami Zayn is going to win. Ooh, Clash in Paris. I think he wins in Clash in Paris.
Okay. So listen, this is not created for me to rebut.
Okay.
So I am going to respect your answer.
We can talk about that answer. You know, we're going to talk about it. Yes, just not right now.
Just not right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right.
So you start off hot. And funny enough, your question has now made me want to ask the question I've been burning to ask you.
Oh no.
So get ready. You need to rank these groups of NXT girls. 1 through 4. The first group is basically the 4 horsewomen without Sasha Banks. So Charlotte, Becky, Bayley.
Okay.
The second group, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Liv Morgan. You ready for the third group?
Yes, sir.
Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Io Sky.
I have to rank all 4 groups.
And the fourth group, I didn't even tell you. Yeah, you got to rank them 1 through 4. The fourth group, right? What? Go ahead.
That's disrespectful.
How was it disrespectful? This is a question, sir. You ready for the fourth group?
Yeah.
You probably know what I'm talking about. Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, Roxanne Perez. Go ahead.
You're a terrible human being.
How? This is the question that I made up. I made 3 questions before this, and then I thought about this when I was like, this is the question that he's going to enjoy the most. This is the question that he's going to have to really dig deep and be like, I got to rank these as a total group. Because every person
that's not fair.
You have a favorite. You have a favorite in every single one of those groups.
That's not fair.
It's very fair, actually.
It's not fair.
Why?
You know why?
Because you love at least one person in this group.
There's a reason that you put certain people in certain groups.
No, I didn't. First of all, the 4 horsewomen is just without Mercedes. The second one, I actually did it by timeline. Bliss, Asuka, Liv Morgan was basically the 2015, 2017 is when they came up. The Rhea, Belair, Sky, they are together. That's their big 3. And
all right, you know what?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna rank it, and I'm gonna see if this is how you thought that I would go.
Okay.
So the original 3 horsewomen is number 1. Two is a toss-up. 4, I know for sure.
Go ahead with 4 then. Go with your last one then.
So 4 is Stephanie, Julia, Roxanne. Number 2, it's Rhea, Bianca, and Io. And number 3, it's Asuka, Liv, and Alexa Bliss.
Wow. Okay,
Hate
no
you
rebuttal
for
for
that.
me.
Hate you for that.
I'm not going to say my list, but I'm going to let you say that list. I'll just say that I am surprised by your list, and that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish I had a more damaging question after that
I'm
nonsense.
sorry, bro. I didn't know that we weren't like giving each other heat because this is look. Look. You my man's 50 grand in the left hand and the right hand, but like
That's a whole lot of money.
that's a lot of money, right? We got a lot of money online, so these money questions I gotta ask you them, man.
Yeah, fine. Okay. It's not gonna affect you that bad, but you might have to think about this for a little bit. If you could name one match from any company, but I'm assuming we'll go WWE. If you can name one match that you wish you saw front row in person, which match would that have been?
Ooh, Rock and Austin, WrestleMania 17.
Wow.
It's just the lead up. It's just one of the most legendary matches. The people still use the promo for the match as like it's just my way or the highway. Like it's just everything we needed. It's Rock and Austin. It's literally
WrestleMania
the two
17.
biggest stars at the time that you know it just was everything I wanted to see but never could see.
It's really surprising how quickly you answered that question. The answer is not like, oh my goodness, but wow.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I got to give you just quick those quick answers. I mean, second would be the Money in the Bank 2011, the Cena and Punk match, but
Ooh,
WrestleMania
that's
17,
crazy.
Rock and Austin, yeah.
Those two matches were not the first 5 matches I thought of.
Wow. Okay.
But I was not. But I'm not disappointed. And if anything, I'm disappointed in myself that it wasn't. But okay.
No, but because I know you got bangers on yours, so like I said, we're gonna talk about yours because all these questions are really open-ended questions.
Oh, absolutely.
Because we actually ask these questions in the mindset of how we would answer them too.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you like a total like TKO WWE question.
Okay.
So you and I asked this my first question because I thought about you specifically. You were actually one of the last house shows that they've had. So my question to you is: do you believe that the elimination of house shows have affected the pushes of certain superstars?
Wow. I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
And the reason for it is the house shows give exposure to those that may not necessarily be on TV. So I'll give you a quick example. The way that everyone was and is going crazy for Karrion Kross, my wife doesn't understand it because she recently started watching wrestling. He hasn't really done anything significant with like the Final Testament program, and at least when we see him, he's always talking. So then it became a question of people are going crazy over him. He has the number one selling shirt on WWE Shop.
Yes, he does.
Why? What's so special about him? Does he even wrestle? When does he wrestle? And I think that house shows would allow you, if you attend, but it would allow you to see the in-ring work, the development of their in-ring work. So by the time that they do have a match on Raw or SmackDown, you get a more polished match opposed to someone who seems like they're still trying to find their way, a talent that might still be considered developmental. So I definitely think that house shows and there's no pressure. It's not televised. You're in front of a crowd, but you should have been in front of a crowd even before you made it to WWE.
Right.
So it just gives them time to develop. It gives the audience an opportunity to see them on a 2-hour show that probably stacked with the names that you know. So I would say yes, it definitely hurts the push of certain stars.
Got you. Okay. Thank you for that.
Yep.
What'd you think? One more?
Man, let's see. We almost at the 40-minute mark. Let's go a little bit.
Cool.
Your favorite superstar catchphrase?
Of all time or currently?
Either way you want to answer. I thought of all time, so let's just go all time.
All time. That's a good question. Favorite one? You know, I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment.
Oh, okay. Something recent.
And I'm going to get slack for this from the IWC. But I know that there's at least one person in this world that is going to agree with me. And that's the lovely wife of Mr. Shooting Star.
Oh,
Yeet! Yeet is literally, he took a 2017-ish, or even before that, Vine, and has now brought it into, people are yeeting again, apparently. Yeeting is a thing. And it's just, we were in Atlanta for that Raw before Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And when I tell you that when he came out with Quavo, the entire State Farm Arena was like, oh my gosh. We got like, they were like, it was a rush before he even was coming out there. You could hear like the rumblings of like somebody's coming out. In my mind, I'm like, I looked over and I see a lot of people go into the Jey Uso section. And people know the Jey Uso section, you know, you're a wrestling fan, you know exactly what section it is.
Right.
And I was like, oh, he's coming out. And he's about to do his thing. You can hate what he does in the ring, you can hate all that. But when he cut the promo about, you know, wash ass, basically the new redacted, because we ain't talking about that man ever on this podcast, stupid man, that stupid man, pot, whatever. He took that, and that's all I need to know now. He got rid of that man's part of the eat your vitamins and say your prayers. Forget that part. Wash ass, kids. That's what it is. That's Jey Uso. It's Heat. That's it.
I like it. I did not think
one word. Eat.
It's going on at graduations, all that.
Little kid graduations at that, like kindergarten graduations. He's everywhere.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you know, I really do like this segment because I think we're surprising each other with these answers.
Yeah, for real. And I love it because, like I said, we're learning. We know about each other's wrestling, but we're still learning about each other's like wrestling and what makes us tick and whatnot. So this is actually really
right.
Good. Okay, I got one more for you.
Okay.
And it's in honor of what we're doing this weekend. So my question to you, and I don't care if you're a prisoner of the moment for this question.
Okay.
Would you rather have a weekend of wrestling? So you have a SmackDown, for example, a SmackDown, a PLE, and a Raw at one venue or just in one city.
Okay.
Every 3 years.
Okay.
Or would you rather it be just like sporadic locations? Like you might have a town have a Raw like early in the year and maybe a SmackDown or PLE later in the year. And it kind of goes like maybe every year or two, they come back to that time.
It's a good question.
It's a good question, right?
I feel like, well, that's the thing. I don't want to be naive. So I don't know if the answer now is going to reflect the same on Monday after we go through this 3-day fiasco. So every 3 years, let's just say for conversation's sake, Atlanta is guaranteed a full weekend.
Yep.
Let's just say a 4-day weekend versus maybe 2 shows a year may or may not include a PLE. That's a good question.
Hey, man. I try to give you the good ones. And you can also say, I plead the fifth.
No. Listen, man, I ain't no politician. That is difficult. Just for time's sake, I'm going to say the quote unquote residency idea. The 3 or 4 days in a particular city. The only reason I'm gonna say that is because if you plan on doing that, we're getting a PLE. And I would have more confidence that a PLE is gonna be a banger than a random episode of Raw or SmackDown. Now, obviously, you go 3 years in between with nothing, unless you travel to a different city. But assuming that you get no in-person wrestling, it's almost like I kind of look at it like you going to like the soccer match that you went to recently versus I'm guaranteed to see the World Cup in person every 4 years.
Yeah.
Because too, you're thinking of value. I know time is such a big thing, but you're also thinking of value. When you have that, no pun intended, takeover, you have meet and greets, you have other wrestling things, other wrestling companies that might saturate that city as well, kind of like how they do for the Rumble, Mania, etc. And it's a PLE, which, you know, certain cities are just not blessed with it.
That's true.
I think it would be one of those worth the wait things for me. Damn, that's a tough question.
Okay, indeed, yeah.
Also allows me to save money. I'll be able to save up for the next one.
I'll give you my answer. Not right now, but
okay. Wow, that's a really good question. Wow. All right, we'll revisit this because I want to tell you how I feel after this weekend in Atlanta.
Okay, yeah. I mean, look, we have a podcast now, so you can tell anybody how you feel. Truth be told, and they will be tuned in. So we're going to definitely see that. But you know, it's also a great question. What's your top 5 women's wrestling matches?
Are you transitioning to the next segment?
I was trying to, but hey, if you want to stay on the segment, we can.
You know what? I want to ask you this question because the earlier the better.
That's fine. That's good.
Question's been floating around. A lot of people have opinions. Some people are already betting on it. So I'm going to ask you because shockingly, I don't think we've asked each other this specific question. Flex, who is John Cena's final opponent?
So we didn't talk about it, but I did send you something to shout out to No Contest Wrestling. They had a post about who they think could be John Cena's last opponent, and they said Obafemi. They made a good argument why it should be Obafemi, and the way that it'll be Obafemi. I don't know because is Cena going to end as a heel? Or is he going to end as a face? Because now I have 2 answers. If he ends as a heel, I feel like his last opponent Mhm. His last opponent should be
James
a
Ellsworth.
face Austin Theory. Yeah.
Wow.
I think
Okay.
it should be a face Austin Theory, which hopefully they kind of get him, because Austin Theory has been gaining a little bit of traction, even like on Instagram. He's doing like really inspirational IG posts, really good things, and they're not really like showing the outward like breakup between Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
Right.
So they need to like they need to get going with that, because if not, then this is a dumb take. But I would say giving Austin Theory the ability to be a heel John Cena, I feel like would make people forget that he beat John Cena at WrestleMania, because he didn't really do much after that. And unfortunately, it just wasn't good. It's similar to how John Cena literally told Roman Reigns, it's a promo, kid. You gotta learn how to do it. And then Roman Reigns coming back and getting on John Cena as the tribal chief. It's the redemption.
Right.
It's the makeup of it. But if John Cena's a face, Braun Breaker needs to take him out. And I want Braun Breaker to go full Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, like, this is your hero, like how he was doing Sammy on Raw. This is who you wrote for? This is your hero? This is who y'all go for? 25 last years? He's a bum. All those muscles for no reason. I'm the nephew of the genetic freak. You can tell by my body. You can tell how I act, how I walk. I'm the big dog. I'm the real big dog with a bunch of pups around. And I'm taking Old Yeller out. Something on like that level. Just like that.
It's a good promo.
Hey, look, Braun Breaker, if you want to hire me, I know Paul Heyman got you promos and whatnot. If you want to use that, just give me give me and my boys some tickets, or give us a shout out or something. We'll be happy. I'm cool with that.
That's right.
So yeah, that's my answer.
Okay. I like how we also did not have the same questions.
I was actually thinking that we might have one question that was the same, but no, we do not. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I am actually good with my questions. I'm good.
Okay.
I have to come back to the drawing board and give you more questions, but I'm good.
That's good with me. I have some left over for whenever we do this again, whether we make this a weekly thing or it's up to us. But every time I think of something, I'll write it down. I'll be like, I'll save this one.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we are transitioning into so in honor of Evolution 2, we are going to name our top 5 women's matches. And when I tell you that when I sprung this 5 times, my bad, I missed that cue.
It's all good.
3 ain't enough. We need 5, like Big E says as well. When I tell you that I sprung this on Mr. Shooting Star, and I think up until today, he was like, bro, I'm struggling with it.
Yep.
I don't know if I can do it. And I said, bro, you just got to write 5 down. You ain't got to rank them. Just write 5 down. So, since I gave you the last segment, I guess this is my segment. Do you want me to go first?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, my question to you, do you want me to rank them? I don't have to rank them.
I'm going to assume that I have seen all of these matches by now.
You have.
So I don't think you have to.
I don't have to rank them. Cool. All right. Boom. So, first things first, I'm going to start off hot. And it's not even my number 1. So, we don't worry about the rankings right now. I'm starting off hot.
Okay.
Because I got to talk about this match. Now, most people, I'm going to just say it real quick: Sasha Banks versus Bailey, but not NXT Brooklyn Takeover. The
Okay.
subsequent Iron Man 30-minute Iron Woman match. Now, I watched both just in case maybe Takeover was actually better. But in my mind, I'm like, I like the Iron Man match so much more. And I was trying to figure out why again. And I rewatched it. The Takeover was similar to you watching, and I don't know if you watch Star Wars, but you watching A New Hope. So episode 4 of Star Wars, where it's like, it's new, it's fresh. It's like, this is what we need. It's to build up the 4 horsewomen. That match was. But bro, that Iron Woman match, that 30-minute Iron Woman match, it was everything I needed to show that these two deserve their flowers that they got from Takeover. And Bailey needs to, because Bailey wasn't even up on the main roster yet. I was looking at the promos. She wasn't up there yet. She was the fourth horsewoman they was playing to that was left behind. Becky, Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, for people that know. So, yeah, that Iron Woman match, that's one of my top ones. The second one, or do you want to go back and forth?
No, you give your 5. I give my
5. The second one I have is Rhea, Bianca, Io Sky.
Okay.
For obvious reasons. And I'm not being a prisoner of the moment. That match was the start of WrestleMania 41 night 2. And honestly, it should have been the main event. From what we knew about it now, it should have been the main event. So yeah, that is my second one. My third one, which funny enough is the reason why I wanted to do this list, was I was watching the first Evolution, and I did not know that Charlotte and Becky put on a classic last woman standing match. When I was watching that match, I was like, wow. And this is literally after Becky turned heel on her. After she'd had that promo on the cutting edge where she was telling Edge, try to, don't mess your neck out. Don't mess your neck trying to get out the ring. And like, it was the beginning of, this is actually right before the man Becky Lynch happened, because the next month, this was in October, the next month was when Survivor Series happened, and that's when she became the man.
Gotcha.
This match gave everything you needed in a match. It might actually be one of my top 5 matches of all time, but we ain't gonna talk about it. My fourth match is Bianca versus Becky at WrestleMania, I believe it's 39, night 1. From the entrance of both of them to the in-ring ability of both of them, obviously, from the storyline. The storyline was built upon, I came back at SummerSlam and I took your shine, and Bianca's like, you're not taking my shine again. You're not going to beat me in 26 seconds, how many seconds it was.
26
seconds. They had everything you needed, and it delivered. And my last match, which you might be surprised by, Sol Ruka versus Kalani at Battleground.
From this year?
Of this year.
Wow.
I was struggling to figure out which match I wanted to put in that top 5. And I watched through a whole bunch of other matches. When I tell you that those two women were smooth as hell in that ring, and the crowd, and it was the beginning of the Battleground, the crowd was up for it. And I noticed when Kalani had her initial entrance, the crowd was kind of like, okay, Kalani, whatever. So Ruka got a little pop, but not what she should have gotten either. I feel like these two women showed that, like, we are the future. Like how they say we are NXT,
Right.
we're next. They show that this can easily main event a PLE in 2 years. Because they're both similar styles. And sometimes similar styles don't always mesh with each other. Their similar styles mesh so much that it was like they've been wrestling each other for the last 25 years. And they're only 25 years old, roughly. That's my fifth match.
What a 5.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to start off by saying there's really no wrong answers.
No wrong answer whatsoever.
Yeah, our top 5s do look different.
Okay. I'm glad. I am so glad about that. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, I have to say that when you had asked me during our freestyle segment to rank the 4 groups, there's a reason why group 1 was group 1.
Okay.
They seem to appear all over the place in terms of the best women's matches that I've ever seen.
That's a good thing.
So, on my list, which I'm actually a little surprised you didn't have, I had Charlotte versus Rhea at WrestleMania when Rhea won the title.
Okay.
I had that as nothing too flashy, but like hard-hitting, fluid, a lot of great moments, good psychology. It was what Tiffany and Charlotte should have been.
Agreed.
So that's in my top 5. I really want to say, oh man, this is crazy. Becky Charlotte Evolution 1 is top 3. If not 1, if not 2. I forgot how chaotic that match was, how violent that match was. The ending was perfect. The way Charlotte teased getting up for the everything about it was perfect. I thought that was just destruction. And it was should have main evented. I do have Io versus Bianca versus Rhea.
Okay.
For obvious reasons, don't need to really go into that. So I think I listed.
You have 3. You got 2 more. Yeah.
I have Charlotte versus Becky at Survivor Series 2021. This match, I don't want to beat a dead horse. The amount of times that I have said to you, if you just tuned into WrestleMania 41, you watch Jey Uso versus Gunther, you would not be able to tell that Gunther bloodied his brother just a few weeks before. When you watch this Becky versus Charlotte match, Survivor Series of 2021, from the very beginning, you would probably say to yourself, "Oh, I think they don't like each other in real life." From beginning to end, it was stiff. The entire match was stiff. Again, what Charlotte and Tiffany should have been at WrestleMania, because it got personal. That match to me solidified the best women's rivalry in WWE history. If they do nothing else for the remainder of their career, if they never cross paths. So that's 4. Number 5, it's going to change every 10 seconds. Because I have a list of all the matches I've watched.
Of course.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to give you an honorable mention.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm actually going to pick Sasha Banks versus Bailey Hell in a Cell 2020. It was violent. It was violent. It's what I wanted to see in a Hell in a Cell between two women. It's the type of match that actually made me forget fans weren't there.
Mm.
So I watched it like live, and I remember saying that was a match. That was a match. There were spots that were creative. Um, Everything about the match. I mean, it was slow. It was methodical. They were Sasha was just a complete force. This match also reminded me that Bailey is best as a heel.
Mm.
I never liked Hugger Bailey. I never did. When she's just a baby face with no real gimmick, she's bland to me. Heel Bailey, sarcastic Bailey, Bailey who hates Michael Cole. That is the Bailey that I can kind of root for. So that's probably my top 5. But again, like, there's a lot of honorable mentions. There's Becky versus Asuka versus Charlotte TLC.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that it was really fluid throughout the match, and I feel like there was a point where they kind of demolished Asuka and it became Becky and Charlotte, kind of reminding you who the top rivalry really is.
Mm-hmm.
I had Asuka Charlotte Mania 34. I had Royal Rumble 21.
Mm.
I had Rumble 21. 23 is also a close second.
Mm-hmm.
I had Asuka versus Ember Moon, Brooklyn Takeover 3, which I really wanted to be in my top 5 because I love Asuka. And yeah, Sasha Bianca
Mm-hmm.
was good. I mean, again, I could do this all day, but the one match that I don't know if you even rewatched, I had Becky versus Trish in the steel cage.
I did not watch that.
I remember watching that, 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, this is the best Trish Stratus match I've ever seen. And it's at this point in her career.
Yeah.
So
that was like what, 2 years, like a year or two ago?
It was 2023.
Yeah, wow.
I don't remember which month, but 2023.
Yeah. Wow. So I'll make it quick. What I did, what I will say is, if it wasn't going to be Kalani versus Sol Ruka, it would have probably been Charlotte and Rhea.
Okay.
I just felt like I was comparing definitely those two at the end. And I felt it just felt more to me. And, like I said, there's no wrong answer because, like, both matches to me are great.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I liked the grittiness of the battleground match because it wasn't on the big stage. It's their own little PLE.
Right.
And that was actually funny enough. They talked about that was Sol Ruka's first title defense.
Mm.
So it's like, how is your title reign going to look? Or how are you going to, are you just going to be a one-time champ and just lose it? Or like, how's it going to go? And it's against Kalani Jordan, who was the first North American champion. So I was like, you know what? Just because of that, I'm going to give it the edge because they have something to prove. And it's a match I want to see in the next 2 years.
Right.
Obviously. And it's going to be a match I'm probably going to see for the next 15, 20 years.
So we had 2 matches
that were the same.
That both made our top 5.
Yep.
Becky Charlotte Evolution and the triple threat from this past WrestleMania.
That it was.
And my top 5 included Becky, Charlotte,
Twice.
twice,
Yeah.
Sasha, Bailey. Yeah, so that's why I went the way I did with your previous question.
Makes sense. Hey, man, look, I'm okay with that. Because, like I said, Becky and Charlotte literally cooked. And I still think that there's still meat on that bone. They can still go back and do it.
Yeah.
I think Charlotte was talking about that, about just, having matches that she hasn't had before, but also continuing that the four horsewomen, they're going to have to eventually, hopefully one day, have a match together.
Right. You know what the craziest thing is when I was kind of looking at all of these superstars individually?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how much younger Sasha was or Mercedes is compared to the other horsewomen.
She's like 33, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that means that back when these matches were happening, she was in her 20s.
Yeah.
And these are like now upper 30s for Becky, Charlotte, Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy when you kind of look at it like that, where, Charlotte may have like, the most title reigns in WWE
Mm-hmm.
history. Sasha might, Mercedes might, whatever you want to call her, she might end up being the greatest, period. Only because she has that much more time left if
Mm-hmm.
she wants. Because she's already taken time off and she's still young.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's funny that you said that because they literally, I think Michael Cole said that in Evolution 1. Either Evolution 1 or, no, matter of fact, I think it was the match that Sasha had with Bianca. He was saying that she could possibly go down as the greatest women's wrestler of all time. And I did not think that you were going to say that, because I feel like out of the four horsewomen, she's the one that you are not overly. You like her. I think you like who she is and the wrestler she is, but I think that you think that she has too much exposure compared to the other three.
To clarify my position on Mercedes Moné,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's two things. One, I'm a victim of out of sight, out of mind. So
Yes.
I kind of forgot how I used to feel about her.
Mm-hmm.
And rewatching some of these matches, I remember how I felt at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I pretty much, it was Becky and then Sasha
Gotcha.
in terms of like my favorites. And I could remember my other point. I generally don't like individuals who have that like kind of obnoxious, conceited attitude.
Okay.
That's the reason I don't like Charlotte.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's because you're making me acknowledge you as a queen, but I'm not doing it on my own. And Mercedes is kind of like that. Like Boss Time was cool, but like it's just like even like after her and Naomi just left,
right,
and just like how she would just talk about things like she's just like this entitled best thing ever. I need to be treated like royalty type thing, and I'm like, but no. I don't like that type of attitude. So it turns me off. But again, watching these matches over, I'm like, man. I remember you know what? It was a theme song that hit, and I was like,
oh yeah, that's the initial thing. You're like, oh my gosh.
I'm back in
And then they had the Snoop Dogg one too.
Oh, right. But yeah.
Love it. I love it. So you ready for predictions?
Yep.
So do you want to just
with the card that we have?
Right, because there's not a full card. Because I'm
Right.
missing literally two things, two Saturday main event events.
Right.
and I mean I have a decent card. So I'm just going to show you on the screen it,
Okay.
and then we'll just go back and forth. So you can start off, and then I'll say who I think. Technically, this first one is not really a prediction, more of just what do you think what
Okay.
might happen. So that is not what I wanted to do. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why I did that. Oh my! Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. All right. So, what do you think about the contract signing for the TNA Championship between Joe Hendry, Trick Williams, and Mike Santana?
They're gonna fight.
That's right.
They're gonna throw hands. They have to. They're gonna throw hands. It's gonna be hopefully great promos. And the only way that you can have this on a PLE is there has to be something about this contract signing that's different than others that we've seen.
Right.
So honestly, I'm leaving the possibility of being wowed wide open. And that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a contract signing. There's not really much to do. They're going to probably fight at the end of it, and that's that. So there's not really much you can say. So for the second one, and I'm probably just going to have to just talk about these matches or just who's going to be fighting in it because my visuals are not working. Sorry. Is the next one's going to be Javon Evans versus Jasper Troy. What do you think about that?
I'm just going to remain on the Javon hype train.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to root for him until he wins the NXT championship.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, look, I do think that I want Javon to win. Part of me is like, if Javon wins, we're obviously happy, but does he need to win?
He doesn't.
I feel like they're building something with Jasper Troy where we were talking about before about who could be a person that can dethrone
Oba
Femi.
Yeah.
I think they're building towards that.
Fair enough.
All right, next up is the women's tag team match. It is JC Jane and Fallon Henley versus the new muscle muffin, which is Jordan Grace, and the one that called her muscle muffin, Blake Monroe. Who do you think's gonna win that match?
I'm going with the blondes. I'm going with the muffin.
The muffin, yes.
And I am going with Miss Monroe.
I'm going opposite.
Okay.
I'm going with JC Jane, and I'm going with Fallon Henley. Blake Monroe turns on Jordan Grace.
Oh my goodness.
I have a heel turn happening, which will then affect my match in Evolution. So that's my answer to that. All right, next up, we got Izzy Dane versus Sol Ruka for the Women's North American Championship.
Sol's retaining.
Sol. It's very easy. The only way Sol doesn't win is if Tatum Paxley gets involved, which I don't believe she will yet. I think they're going to build towards a hopeful Tatum Paxley and Sol match, which Tatum Paxley would win that match, I think. But I don't think Izzy Dame is the one to dethrone Sol.
I'm with you.
Gotcha. Next match. This, which I feel like should be the main event, but probably won't be, which is fine. We have a false count anywhere between Ethan Page and Ricky Saints.
I don't like this. But I may like it in this rivalry. I got Ricky Saints.
You say Ricky Saints?
Yes.
I think so as well. I think Ricky Saints
What I
wins.
was saying, I don't like the back and forth, but it works for this. I have Ricky Saints winning.
I think he wins. But I also think he wins because we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
The main event is Oba Femi versus
Oba retains.
Iamura.
Oba retains.
Oba retains.
I don't need no JC Jane shocking Stephanie Vacher. No, you don't do that to Oba. Oba's retaining.
Oba is retaining. I agree with that as well. All right, you ready for Saturday main event?
I am ready for those three matches.
We're missing 2 matches, so we will have to give our answers for the 2 matches when they pop up. But the first match is Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre.
Really struggling with this one.
Me too. Trust me. I struggle with it as well.
50.1% of me is going to pick Drew McIntyre. I think this is one of those matches that you'd be like, oh well, it's just last minute thrown together. But I think it's a match where the promo matters. And if they don't interact this Friday, I'm actually fine with it because my prediction is based off of this past Friday.
Right.
Drew McIntyre dismissed Randy Orton because the Viper is dead. So the reason why, so this is where I'll go. If the punt is not banned, then Randy will win.
Okay.
If the punt is banned, which causes Randy to be disqualified, then Drew McIntyre will win. But I think that the aggression that he held back from Cody, he's not going to hold back from Drew.
You think Drew unleashes that in him?
I think it already has. I think the fact that he got RKO'd was just like, you're wrong about me. I know that this is still in there. And Randy doesn't have the relationship with Drew as he does with Cody. So there's going to be no hesitation. So I really just think it depends on if the punt is banned or not. If that's good enough as a prediction.
Yeah, I agree. I think that you made a great point with that. If it's banned, obviously he would be disqualified and Drew would win. But if it's not, the punt is going to be the thing that takes out Drew. So I picked Drew. I picked Drew simply because I'm thinking about a potential. I think Drew, once Cena and Cody are done with whatever they get done with, I think Drew should be next.
Not mad at that at all.
Now, hopefully there's no shakeup where all of a sudden people are being drafted and all whatnot. Because if, like say, CM Punk gets drafted to SmackDown, kind of all bets are off, I think. I think now it's a CM Punk is next up, which would infuriate Drew, which would then bring that back up. So we'll see about that. But right now, like I said, I have Drew. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Because actually, I have the next match. I'm going to show it like this because I'll figure that away. All right, next match is a great match.
Yeah.
Versus Seth Rollins.
I have LA Knight winning, and I'm just praying that LA Knight wins. I don't know how he's gonna win. If it's straight up, I'd be shocked if there's a CM Punk interference, which honestly, based off the last exchange, could go either way. But I would find it very hard to believe that CM Punk would cost LA Knight the match unless it happens by accident. I'm just gonna say the same thing that I was saying for Money in the Bank, like, bro, like, what are you building up LA Knight to be if he can't win against a main event star? And this is not a match in the main event. So have LA Knight go over. Please. Please. Please.
Agreed. LA Knight wins. Catapults him to main. Obviously, he's in the main event status now. I'm hoping that would then help the eventually Drew winning the title and having LA Knight be the next person to go against him. Or when they have the draft, if LA Knight goes to Raw, not down the bottom, but over the Raw, he could easily be in the World Heavyweight Championship title, which
for sure
is great in itself. But like I said, we are in agreement that we want LA Knight to win and be in the title contention.
Absolutely.
All right, the last match is Goldberg versus Gunther, which we talked about earlier, that we want this to be a great match, and we hope it's a great match. But who do you think wins, Mr. Shooting Star?
I think Gunther is going to win, but I really want to see Goldberg win. You know why? Because I love sometimes when the pot is stirred and everyone is just like, what? I know this happened with Brock Lesnar, 9 years ago, but
yeah, with Goldberg, yeah.
If I had to fantasy book, I would have Goldberg win. I would have him retire, vacate the title, and that's it. I don't want to see Seth Rollins cash in because I think that really just ruins the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Seth Rollins to cash in at all. But I think they're going to tease it.
Okay.
And what I think is going to happen is that it looks like Goldberg's going to win. Seth tries to cash in. Seth gets speared. He's out of the equation. And Gunther, whether sleeper hold or what a power bomb, he beats Goldberg, and that's the end. You're going to have a few instances of, oh, okay, in this match, and not and it's Goldberg is about to win moments, and it's just not going to happen. That's how I would book it. Seth tries to interfere. Goldberg spears him and stops him from doing that. And then while he's distracted with Seth, Gunther chokes him out or does something and wins. But all of that can happen if it's a longer match than 5 minutes. But continue.
If he spears Seth, that's not part of our deal.
Oh, no.
Yes, no, it's not part of our deal.
Oh, come on.
It's not part of the match. It's not in the match. I'm expecting the spears to be happening to Gunther, not Gunther, Seth, maybe Braun Breaker, maybe Bronson Reed, maybe Paul Heyman. No, it's not part of the deal.
That's
strictly. It's strictly Gunther. We'll talk about that. Anyway, this is easy for me, Gunther. What I want is Gunther to. I initially wanted Gunther to squash him. Now I want Goldberg to go out on his shield and be great and have, I don't really want him to win, but I do want him to not look like a chump.
It needs to be a valiant effort. The man's defending his family. It needs to be a valiant effort.
It's a valiant effort. You know what? Yeah, I'll give him a valiant effort. Hell, I'll even take all the shenanigans happening. Gunther does the power bomb, and Gunther kicks out. I mean, not Gunther. Goldberg kicks out. I'm good with that because then I'm like, oh wow, maybe he is going to win. But then Gunther's got to go psycho Gunther and not play with his food like he does sometimes. Remember that he's not Sami Zayn. Remember that he's not Jey Uso.
Remember he's not Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee, right? Like, you got to stop playing with your food. And I think this is when Gunther just goes crazy and just eliminates him. So, yes, Gunther wins that. But we'll see. Like I said, if Goldberg wins, we have a great problem on our hands. and we have
That's
controversy, and we can say that we seen Goldberg win and beat Gunther. But that would kill Gunther, in my opinion. That would be a very bad look on Gunther. But we'll see. We'll never know with WWE. Gunther might just be happy with his new jet, and he just doesn't care
son.
anymore. you
know,
never know.
Not match related, but I really do wish that that Bret Hart attends Saturday night's main event.
Oh, I was thinking that. I was like, Bret Hart attending or like saying something, which he will not do.
Right.
It would be like chef's kiss lovely, but he's not
going to see this match. That would be a phenomenal moment.
I'll even take Bret Hart tweeting and just being and trolling, just like Z's, like I'm sleeping emoji or whatever. That'd be hilarious in itself. I just want a Bret Hart interaction of some sort. So that'd be hilarious. All right, we are at Evolution now, and this is the card. This is the premier, the primo PLE of the weekend. So we are going to start with some people thinking that this should be the main event. And I'm probably one of those people. The triple threat match for the IC championship.
Yes,
we
sir.
have Bird Lady, or as Bailey has called her, the little bird.
Yeah. Pardon.
Yeah. Lara Valkyria. We have Bailey. And we have Becky Lynch.
Yep.
Now, last week we did say, Becky, are you sticking with that?
Yes.
I am too, but I'm going to tell you that for the life of me, I was about to circle Bailey. I was about to say, you know what? Bailey is going to beat her. But then I thought about it, and I was like, Bailey can still do it in SummerSlam. I think Becky has to win, only because, like I said last week, this is her second title defense. Is there a second or a first? This is our first title defense. This is our first. I think she just beat Lara last time, right?
She defended against Bailey, and that's when Lyra interfered.
Right. Okay, my bad. So then this is her technically her second one then. Yeah, I think Becky wins, and it will. There's a great problem to have with that because now you can just interchange these two or these three, and SummerSlam. Hell, you might be able to run it back, but I don't know how much WWE like running stuff back. But if you could have a triple threat cage match, a triple threat Hell in a Cell match, I don't care. Give if this match bangs like that, they deserve to have that at SummerSlam. Now, will they? I don't know. Not booking it. We'll see.
Yep.
But we're in agreement. Becky winning.
Becky retains somehow.
Now, this one I am thoroughly excited for your opinion on.
Oh my goodness.
Battle Royale. Who do you think wins the Battle Royale? You're taking too long with the answer I thought you were going to say, and this is worrying me, by the way.
Because I want to say that the winner of the Battle Royale is not someone who's been announced for the match.
Don't do it. If you're doing what you're about to do, you're about to literally destroy me in my take.
So we'll agree that the consensus is saying Stephanie Vacher.
Yes. Don't you do it.
I'll go for a long shot here.
No, I don't need your long shot. I need your definite who you think is going to win.
Bianca Belair. The only reason why
go ahead.
I'm saying this is because opposed to someone like Liv Morgan, Bianca is straight up on that poster. And she's apparently still recovering from her finger injury, which she probably may. So my whole prediction could be wrong. But there's active women who are not on the poster. And every time I see it, I'm like, yo, she's right in my face. She's like the second person from the center. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be there. I want to see her. I want to be surprised. I also don't know how many women are going to be in it, whether it's 20 or 30, because that's low-key a Royal Rumble in itself. But
I think it's at
if
20.
she's supposed to be ready by SummerSlam, then I'm just praying that she's ready now. I'm going with Bianca Belair. And this will be the second title opportunity thing that she would win.
So I'm currently showing.
Wow.
I had SV, which is Valkyrie first, but then I said, or Bianca Belair. Do you understand? And ladies and gents, and whoever else is watching, I'm one of the biggest Bianca Belair fans of the entire world. And I wanted Take to be Bianca Belair. And he took it from me. That Bianca Belair is going to win. Now, like I said, I'm a big Bianca Belair fan. I want her to win. I just feel like you're about to then crown Bianca Belair twice, and she gets an automatic match at Clash in Paris. She's going to get booed in Paris, unfortunately. Do not want Bianca to get booed in Paris. So unless you make her an outright heel and she does some heelish things, SummerSlam, I do not think she should win it. I think you give this Stephanie Valkyrie, even though she's quote unquote young and she just came into the main roster, because those fans, and we got to talk about who's going to win the last match, the women's world heavyweight championship match. But whoever she faces against in Paris, the fans are going to go ballistic for both of them. Those French fans are going to go crazy for that match, because whoever's the champion at that time is going to get cheered. And Stephanie Valkyrie, it's an automatic cheer. I want Bianca to win, but if she wins, I'm going to be sick, because then they're going to boo her out the arena. And that's my opinion on
it. Anybody but Nikki Bella.
A, B, and K, huh? Gotcha. All right. Next up, let's do this one. We got JC Jane versus Muscle Muffin again. This one for the actual championship and not in the tag team match. What do you think, Mr.
So, I low-key feel like they wouldn't have Jordan win twice, and they wouldn't have Jordan lose twice. So she's winning one and losing one. So I might actually have to say that JC Jane is going to win in the tag team match, and Jordan Grace is going to be NXT Women's Champion. So that would be my little edit. I told you this last time. Actually, maybe the last two times. She has to win. Mm-hmm. That's all I have to say.
Muscle Muffin wins, and her first opponent, obviously, because Blake Monroe, in my opinion, turned heel, will be Blake Monroe. And that will allow a good rivalry to happen. I do wish that they would do more. They did more of, and they still can do that. I could be completely wrong about this, but they do more of the segments with Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe, to the point where you're like really rooting for them to be like a tag team or like really be together. And then Blake Monroe turns heel anyway. I do think that Blake Monroe does not stay a face. She has to turn heel, because her former self, who is now, unfortunately, rest in peace, Mariah May, was, for no pun intended, a hell of a heel. I just think that Blake Monroe, she can open up another heel side of herself, and she can really bring back the woman from hell, whoever her moniker was, just in the WWE now. So, but long story short, Jordan Grace wins. Muscle Muffin on top. I will be saying that now. So thank you, Blake Monroe, because
I
you have
love it.
now officially got me hyped for this match. Where now I'm not going to quote unquote take a bathroom break. I am going to still get food probably during that time, but I am going to make sure that whenever I'm going to make sure that I'm back for the ending of this match, or at the very least, Jordan Grace's entrance, so that I can say Muscle Muffin out loud. That's my
Okay.
take. All right, next up
Muscle
is
muffin.
Muscle Muffin. Yes, sir. I'm going to do this one next. The four-way
Ah,
banger that we are anticipating tag team match. The current champions is Raquel Rodriguez, and the interim, you can call it interim champion, but she's about to now earn her salt, Roxanne Perez, the prodigy. We have Zaruka, who just got into the match because they were a tag team, and who doesn't love Zaruka? Just allow them to be in the match. They're going to cook.
yep.
The makeshift team of Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and the return of the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane, and Shooting Star's favorite women's wrestler of all time, Asuka Chan. You want me to go first on this one?
Please.
Charlotte and Alexa is going to win this. Charlotte and Alexa is going to win this because, and I was going to go then with, once they announced that Asuka and Kairi Sane are in it, I was literally going to change my mind, but I'm going to stay with it. Charlotte and Alexa are going to win because you need a payoff with two. You get the payoff with two different storylines. You get the payoff that Charlotte and Alexa are going to do it, and now you have the ability to say, can they keep it? Are they going to be going back? Are they going to be one of those tag team champions that go back and forth with each other? And like, you didn't pull your weight. Well, you didn't pull your weight. And oh my gosh, maybe we are a great tag team. And also, the dissension and the Raquel Rodriguez saying, "Oh, you ain't live. You lost the title for us. You ain't live at all. I miss Liv." And maybe we got to do a rethink on the vote of having her in the Judgment Day. You can have two storylines go away from that, so that SummerSlam, you can do whatever you want with that. Your thoughts, and who you think's going to win?
This is as predictable as another match we have not yet talked about. This is Charlotte and Alexa Bliss written all over it.
Yep.
Charlotte Flair not winning a title twice in a year. All right. Okay. They're little, I don't share the spotlight. I don't have friends. This whole thing is like, and then watch all these fake fans cheer for Charlotte all of a sudden. I know what's happening. I see it. People want this to happen. It's Charlotte and Alexa. I have nothing else to say.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Because guess what? I'm cheering for Charlotte. Because I never booed Charlotte. Even when she was going to get Tiffany Stratton, I was with Charlotte Flair. I did not want Tiffany Stratton to win that. Not at all. She doesn't deserve it.
Okay.
And guess what? She doesn't deserve. She doesn't deserve the fact that she's going against Trish Stratus. I'm joking. She does deserve it because that's her idol and whatnot. But Tiffany and Trish, I think we can make this very quickly. Tiffany's going to win. That's my
Tiffany's
take.
gonna win.
Boom. Tiffany's going to win. It's Tiffany time. I think this match goes a little while. I think they'll give Trish time. But Tiffany's going to win. No, I don't think there's going to be any cash in. If there's a cash in, oh my God, I'm going to lose a heart. I'm going to lose myself. You know what it is? I think if Jade and Naomi, which is the next match I'm going to show, if that is before this, there's a stronger chance of the cash in happening than if this match comes first before that no holds barred. What do you think?
Don't get your hopes up, bro.
Boom, bet. No cash in. Great. But we'll have a no holds barred match. And I do think that's going to be between Jade Cargill and the caution one, Naomi. I think that this is the match that, let me say this, if Jade does not go all out in this match, if she doesn't bring out weapons, if she doesn't, I'll say this, if she doesn't choke her with some caution tape, it ain't worth my time. Jade's got to be ruthless in this match. But Naomi's going to win.
Who?
Naomi is going to win.
Who?
Naomi is going to be.
Oh hell no! See, I'm not about to crash out on episode 3. Jade is winning.
I'm sorry, you said the
Jade
wrong
is
answer.
No.
Naomi's winning.
Jade is winning. First of all, Jade has to maintain her momentum as the queen. You can't win Queen of the Ring and then lose to Naomi. Naomi doesn't need to win. She has a briefcase. She can always fall back on that. Naomi can lose all up until she cashes in. She is fine. She is not winning this match. She is not winning this match. If Jade loses this match, this is absolutely ridiculous. First of all, if Jade loses, that means that Naomi beat her up real bad because no one's interfering in this match. No one cares about this rivalry. No one's involved for now. Jade is winning this match. Jade has to win this match. You cannot lose momentum. First of all, you cannot have Tiffany retaining, her challenger for SummerSlam losing. That is bad momentum leading up. That is not who Jade Cargill is. Jade beat Naomi at WrestleMania 1-on-1. Now with weapons, sure, Naomi may have more things at her disposal. It also makes Jade more dangerous. Jade needs to Naomi is that fly that will not leave Jade alone. She needs to think in her mind that she swatted this fly for good until Naomi later on sticks her nose in her business with this briefcase. Jade has to win this match. I don't want to see Jade lose.
Jade's going to lose.
Jade's not losing.
To Naomi. You know why?
Jade is not going to lose to Naomi.
Do you understand why?
Evolution 2.
Shooting Star, do you understand why she's going to lose?
Why?
There's a woman from Atlanta, Georgia that's going to be in the Battle Royale.
Okay.
That had a tag team match with Naomi. Against Naomi, excuse me.
Okay.
You can make Lash Legend into her enforcer.
No.
Fine.
It's not happening.
Fine.
It's not happening.
Fine. Wishful thinking. If that happens, don't talk to me.
I wouldn't want to.
Okay, let's finish off strong because we have one more match. We got Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. Go ahead, end it off strong.
TKO is going to have Rhea Ripley win. Because why wouldn't you? Me, I'm picking Io Sky because everyone else is picking Rhea Ripley. I have nothing else to say.
Okay. I'll end my take by saying this. Rhea Ripley wins.
Shocker.
Because Rhea Ripley's money Io Sky is money in terms of in the wrestling community, lovable, emotes. She's everything you want in a wrestler. High flyer. She's the genius of the sky. She lives up to her moniker. But shout out you ain't Rhea Ripley. And also, they've been playing to the fact that Rhea has not beat her yet.
And it's going to continue.
And it's not going to continue because this is her brutality. This is the this is the woman that I want in-ring psychology to where Rhea starts spazzing out that she cannot put her away. And Rhea taps into that initial Judgment Day dark. I'm going to torture this woman because this title is all I care about. I ain't got Dom no more. I ain't got nobody. This title is the thing that keeps me up at night, that keeps me going to the gym and posting thirst traps. This is the thing that allows me to get up and do what I need to do. And I want to show y'all in Atlanta, Georgia, that this is my brutality.
All right.
And
Cry.
guess what? I'm holding it until Perth, and y'all better say happy birthday to me when I'm in Australia, when I'm defending against somebody, and when I beat them on my birthday. You're going to understand that TKO, WWE, I am it. So much so, you might have 2 years left with me before I decide I'm doing something else because I'm such a big star. I want to see Rhea Ripley start becoming a complete and total a-hole to people. Because here's the thing, and I'll end it with this. You make Rhea Ripley into the biggest heel-type character ever. Are the fans going to let her become a heel? You know the answer to that damn question. No, they're not. They're going to root for her. Mommy, torture me more. Mommy, XYZ, do this to me. Mommy, do all the crazy things to me because you are mommy. That's what's happening. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have to acknowledge it. We're going to enjoy it.
Woo!
And that's
Yo,
my
man.
take. Rhea
Yo,
Ripley forever and ever until
Io
Bianca and Rhea Ripley have a match in the house.
Sky, Io Sky, Io Sky, Io.
Okay.
And
Fine.
Rhea loses, and
No.
then everything that you say happens afterwards.
No. If she loses, I don't want to hear from Rhea ever again. Don't even show up to Perth. Because if you lose to Io Sky, you should never, ever go against Io Sky for a title. Because if she beats Rhea Ripley, the only person that can beat Io Sky is Asuka. That's the only person I could see beat her.
You know what would be hilarious?
Go ahead.
Last second fantasy booking.
Go ahead.
Io and Rhea does not main event.
If they don't main event, Rhea's going to lose.
And if they do not main event,
If they
and
don't main
Rhea-
event,
and-
she's
and
going.
Rhea-
But if they main event, Rhea Ripley's going to win.
Anyway, if they if they don't main event and their match comes before the battle royal and Rhea wins the battle royal,
That's not going to happen.
I know, but
Because here's the thing: if that happens, I hope you're not thinking what I'm thinking. What you're going to say, because you said Bianca's going to win, and if Rhea wins and Bianca wins, you telling me Bianca going to face Rhea?
nah, Bianca's a SmackDown superstar.
For now, she is. There's still drafting going on, sir.
Man, I don't know how much. I can't put any stock into some fake draft people showing up on another show more than their own show. I don't know.
The Battle Royale, in my opinion, does not main event because Rhea Ripley's on the card. When Rhea Ripley's on the card, when is Rhea Ripley? I mean, I guess at Saudi, she didn't main event, but she's the one that had the biggest pop. She's the only woman that had a pop that night out of the 2 nights, honestly. Because SmackDown, the biggest pop was for Tiffy and technically Julia because she won a new championship. But like I just told you.
Listen, I'm trying to talk myself out of the inevitable. All right.
No, you can go with Io Sky. Look, you're going to meet Io Sky. We're going, we're about to end with this. We're going to be meeting some people. I'm going to be meeting Soruka. So is he. He going to meet Soruka too. I'm going to be meeting Jade. He going to meet Jade too.
I will.
You're going to meet Io Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And this is before she loses, by the way. You're going to be meeting Stephanie Vaquer right after meeting Io Sky. And then I'm going to meet Naomi on that Sunday. You just left. It's fine.
You are not getting my reaction on camera.
Okay, we're not going to tell you what reaction he's talking about, but it's fine. I'm going to meet Naomi. Now, this is why I feel like Naomi is going to win. It's because I'm going to be too scared enough to say Naomi's going to lose. And
tell Jade. Tell her that.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
No, I'll tell her.
I'm going
to go first. I'm going to be like, yo, that guy right there in whatever shirt you're wearing, yeah, he has a special message for you. It has to do with your match.
You're going to sabotage me in front of Jade? How dare you?
Yeah, then you can go and flex. How about that?
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
You know what my special message is going to be?
What?
You know what my special message is going to be?
What's it going to
If
be?
you want a special message, look on our YouTube page on the most viewed thing that we have as a short. This man right here told that same Jade Cargill that he's going to snitch on to me.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to be a mid-carder.
Well, guess what?
I don't see the hype. Where is the in-ring ability? Did you forget that? You said that last week.
No, I did. Yeah, but guess what? If I see her first, I'm not going to see her after you tell her that.
It's okay. Because I'm going to tell her where you live.
Well, that's...
And you know what? I'll let the cards be where they may. But hey, I love you still. I think we still
brothers
that still love you. I love you, but you're not gonna snitch on me. Because guess what? I'm gonna find 70. I ain't gonna say what. You know what? I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let it go. All I'm gonna say is we're gonna see who win in their prediction. I should have wrote your predictions down, but it's fine.
I'll remind you. I'll remind you.
You remind me, and we're gonna see who wins. We're gonna see who wins. But like I said, I'm gonna go with 70 if I care. You're gonna go with Bianca. Sure. Fine. Let's go with that. That will probably break the tie anyway. But that being said, it was great to have you. It's great to be on this with you, bro. I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. This is probably the first time that y'all see us do what we do in the background, which is bicker with each other sometimes about things. So that now has come out. We've unleashed now. We are not the just happy-go-lucky shooting star and flex. No, we're going hard.
Are you getting the real?
We've been winning. At the real. Now the real
Jade is winning.
Naomi, do your thing, girl. Because guess what? Also, you can think about this. You picking Jade to win, and I'm gonna tell Jimmy, and Jimmy's gonna tell Jay, and Jay and Jimmy are going to blackball you. You won't be able to wear your Yeet shirt no more. You ain't gonna wear none of that because they're gonna blackball you. So if you snitch on me, I'll snitch on you.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure there's a Jade shirt I can buy this weekend.
Hey, buy one for me too. So let's end this now. So this is your boy Flex Washington,
and this is the always right.
Oh my gosh,
the best fantasy booker, the shooting star.
You do know that I control the recording. I can just turn you off whenever I want to, right?
It still says recording.
Peace. Love.
We're gonna be recording throughout the weekend, so
Check us out.
you'll get content on consecutive days. We can't wait. We're gonna have fun. 4TL, ATL, takeover. That's a wrap.
Peace, y'all.